So, hello everyone. Here's my new project. Same thing. It is a roco steam locomotive. I'm not sure when I bought it, but I did buy it in Austria on one of my holidays. Because I lived in the Netherlands and it's completely different than Canada and the US. I mean, it takes 24 hours to get out of Ontario only. And if you would lay that out from Amsterdam, you would be somewhere in the desert in Morocco. So holidays were pretty frequent, and I used to buy them off the plant in Salzburg. Oh, by the way, he's doing his tour. That is the one I fixed the other day. So he's running back and forth. This one does the same. So I put power on. The lights come on, but there is no movement from sitting in the box. You can see I give it full power, change direction. The light is on a bit, you can see it, but it's not doing nothing. So that will be my next one. This is a Dampf locomotive, or a steam locomotive, and it is this one. It used to be owned by the Deutsche Reichsbahn, and later on they moved to the Deutsche Bundesbahn. So that will be my next project. So guys, one advice: don't let your train sit for 30 years in a box, because as you can see at this one too, it wants to, but it's not running. It was humming again like the other one I did yesterday. And we'll start with the tender. Here it says how to take it off. Remove tender body. So there's 2 screw nails, because the motor is in the tender. There's 2 screw nails, and they're right here. Here's one, and here is one. So I'm going to take them off and see what's going on inside. Probably just the same as yesterday. Seized, no oil, no grease, or old oil and old grease, and not moving. So we'll get this puppy running today. So one thing I seen right away is here the contact strip is bent up. That wheel is very dirty. I don't know what happened with it. As you can see, those are the slip rings. But this wheel here, it's extremely dirty, like it's rusting. And like I said, the contact strip, the dragger I call it, is all bent. So that's an easy fix, but I'm not sure that's the problem. The motor's too dry for quite a while. That thing has not run that much, or not at all maybe, I can't remember. But I haven't touched most of my trains, for the European trains, for like over 25 to 30 years. So like I said, we'll look into it and we'll get this puppy going. So we're down to the gears. The motor just pops in here in the 2 clamps. I hope you can see that. These 2 clamps here. The motor I wrote down top because that's for the direction. It's not a big deal, but just that it goes the same direction. However, for some locomotives, because I run DC only, I change the polarity so I can run them on the same power pack with my blocks. I can run them opposite of each other. Just an easy way. And I mark them on the bottom that their polarity is changed. So if I want to change it back, I can just change the wiring or change the motor. Yeah, so we'll give those gears, they look pretty dry. I pulled one big hair out of it. God knows. Actually, it's not too bad. But it's old grease, so I'll clean it all. And I'll put some new grease and oil in there. And you can see the white ones on the bottom. Here. See? Oh, there's another hair. The white ones, I want to get at them too. So I'm not sure yet how, but I'm going to find out. So I had to take this little black clip off, that clips on, you can see the holes, it clips on those two pins here. And that's where the contacts are on. And that one bend one, I'm just gonna bend that kind of in shape. I took the side frames off. It's almost like an Aturn, and this is an Roco. The side frames come off the same way as Aturn, see, with the two pins, or with the one pin and the one big pin and the two little pins there with Aturn. This has two pins, and this is to change the slip rings if you want to. Well, this thing never ran. If they break, it's from drying out. So that's how you remove those. And then I remove this black clip to get at the contacts. You can see this one. This one is all bent the wrong way. So I'm going to bend that straight while I put my phone in the selfie stick. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to bend it because I can't get it in its original shape. That is machine stuff. I can't do that. So what I'll do is I'll bend it straight with my pliers here. If I can get at it. There we go. And then just give it a little bend. There. Oh, it's not hitting. So yeah, I can't get it done, guys, the way they made it. So I'm just gonna kind of Mickey Mouse it, that it's making contact. Because that's what it's all about. There. I just don't know why it's sticking out so much. Maybe I'll bend it double. There. There. Yeah, put this clip back. Hoppatee. Let's see where it wants to go. I still have to service the motor. I just want to see how it runs now. Oh yeah, it wants to anyways. There we go. And it's not even greased yet. Well, the motor keeps popping out because the casing is off. As you can see, the tender, that's also the weight, it's quite heavy. But if I put it kind of fake on here, this way maybe, there. There we go. Need some grease. Oh. The lights are working too. Well, there's definitely something going on with the contacts. There we go. So we'll fine tune it and clean it, give it some oil, and then we should be good to go. I'll put it on the track. So the motor, the pins are all, these two pins there, yeah, you can see them like this, I guess. They're supposed to hit the two clamps here, you can see. And they're all oxidized. I did a little oil on both sides. I'm going to hook them up now. Give it some power. There we go. The other way around. So that runs good now. Now I'm gonna clean the contacts, clean the gears, and then I'll come back to you. So there's not much to it. I cleaned the contacts. Excuse me. I also cleaned the contacts in here. That's for the connection for the light for the locomotive. So the locomotive slides in here. I cleaned the two with my pencil. And I greased the motor, I greased the wheels, or no, I didn't grease the motor, I greased the little axles there, because that was dry from sitting and sitting. And I'm going to put it back together and put it on the track, see how it acts. Oh, and I cleaned the wheels too, that one wheel there, I don't know what it is, there was a little dirt on it and I don't know. Anyways, it's running good now on the test track. And I'm going to put it back together and put it on the track and do the victory lap. See you in a minute. Well guys, I cannot get this thing going. For some reason the motor doesn't want to keep running. The lights come on this way. And the motor doesn't want to start by itself. It needs a little help. When I put it in there, I put it in there with an elastic, just this one, just around the frame, and put it on the track with the other half, and it just doesn't want to go. If I move the worm a little bit with my hand, then it will go, but very slow forward and a little bit faster backward. So there is something with that motor. I have a feeling the motor is poached. It does not want to run. either way. So I'll be on the hunt for a new motor. No, it doesn't even give me a motor number here, so. Lights, couplers. Anyways, no luck. This one we close with a not running motor, and I'll be on the hunt somehow for a motor. So guys, it's a nice locomotive, but yeah, I don't know what's wrong. I can't get it to run. It's the motor. The motor is seized up, so I'm gonna have to find another motor. The motor, as I told before, the motor does get going when you turn the worms, but yeah, well, that's not the way to go, right? So I'll take a picture of the motor, and I'll go look for a spare motor for this thing. Maybe I have one, then I just put the worms over, and if I don't, then I'll order one. I can't stand it, can't fix it, doesn't run. Oh well. So guys, the motor is not working. I have to turn the worm to get it to go. So, well, you can open it here with the pins, but it's a pain in the butt to get that out. And I actually think that the motor is just done from corroding and sitting. This is a roco motor. I can't really find the manufacturer data. Roco is bought by Fleischmann. Fleischmann was bought, so I can't find it anymore. This is the data of the locomotive. I'm just gonna take the measurements with a caliper, and then I've made a drawing already with the plus and the minus on the motor part just for myself. I will go on AliExpress after I took the measurements with this electronic caliper in millimeters, because I am European and I live in Canada. So find a fitting motor, order it on AliExpress, and put the worms over, because I will take the thickness of the little axle sticking out, and I will get a motor as close as possible to this. The pins you see here is for contact in the tender. Those two things here. I hope you can see them. I think like this. I don't care. I just solder them on with wires if I have to. All minor problems. The problem is to find a motor fitting this thing. So I'll be back with a little movie about the measurements I have, and see if I can find the replacement motor online. So I've done my thing. Here is the measurements with oh, that's the axle. It was actually 19. The axle is 19.8 millimeters thick, so 2 millimeters. The axles are 10 millimeters long. The motor is like 24.02 millimeters wide, 77 millimeters long, and then till the shapes that where the axles come out, it's 42.31. And then the height of the motor, because this thing is pre-shaped, it's also the weight, so the motor only fits a certain way in here, as you can see. So I've got to take that in consideration. The height is 17.5 millimeters. So after this, I'm going on the hunt on AliExpress to find a replacement motor. It's going to be a 5-pole because this is a steam engine and it needs to run nice and smooth. So these are the specs, and I will be going on AliExpress to find the motor. So yeah guys, I feel your pain. Dave Scott, not able to succeed to fix a locomotive. It sucks. I'm not giving up yet though. I will find that motor, and that thing is gonna run either or. So keep an eye out for the video that I have that motor in and that it's fixed. Thank you for your attention and watching my videos, and I will be looking forward for the next one.